I want to make a move that the three of us do whenever we make a mistake. So a little each person is going to offer one component of this celebration. So I'll go first. It'll be we'll do this, and you can either add another movement or a sound.
When we do a mistake. That's
Yeah,
right?
and then we'll all do it together whenever there's a mistake.
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll be yeah.
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 Okay, Leslie, what's your contribution?
Um, it's hard to do on at a desk, but a bow.
Okay.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
great. I used the word
like
mistake.
a bow, or maybe like this instead, like like presenting,
Okay,
like
show us
ta-da.
the whole thing, Leslie.
Okay. Oh, I know what it's gonna be now. Yeah, ta-da!
Okay. Okay, all together. Yeah.
Yay!
Yes.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Great.
Okay, so celebration of mistakes. Okay.
Yeah, I used the word mistake, which is coming from another context. I mean just a beep. And I want to take beeps as really moments that work together as a team. So if there's ever a place where you might retreat or you might stop the flow, that we all just start doing this little celebration together. Deal?
If there's a place you might retreat, I didn't understand that piece.
Yeah. For example, if I all of a sudden think, ah, no, Dawe, what are you doing? You're saying the wrong thing. Uh, and I become silent, then it's just, yeah, ta-da!
Ta-da!
And we all do it together. And if you see somebody else doing the celebration, you start doing it with
I
them.
like that. Yeah.
Okay, so deal. We
I'm
have
in.
okay. We'll see how this goes. I want us to play a little game, which is called counting, and we're going to try to go as fast as possible. Well, let's start slowly. I'm gonna say there's three of us, so we're gonna count to four, and then we'll start over at one. So I'll go one, then Geneviève, you go.
Don't think I no, I didn't understand. What did this game? You start at
We're
one
just going to count.
to
So
count.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So
Okay.
I'll start 1,
2,
3.
4.
5. We don't continue. Okay.
Yeah!
Yeah.
Ta-da!
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 Okay.
I made the first mistake. Yeah.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
start over at 1 after 4. 1,
2,
3,
4,
1,
2,
3,
4,
1,
2,
3,
4,
1,
2,
3,
4,
1,
2,
3,
4,
1,
2,
3,
4,
1, and
2,
faster.
2,
3,
4,
1,
2,
3,
4,
1,
2,
3,
4,
1,
2,
3.
4.
1.
Yeah!
Yay!
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Okay, we're gonna keep going. And Leslie, what's a move we can make instead of one of the numbers?
Oh, beep.
Okay, so 2 is gonna be replaced with beep.
2 is going to be okay.
Yeah, so 1,
beep,
3,
4,
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 1,
beep,
3.
4,
Okay.
1.
Okay, we're gonna replace with something else. We're gonna, Genevieve, what's another move we can make?
1.
No one. We won't say one.
Okay,
Okay.
so
You go. You go.
Beep.
3.
4,
If we pause, we celebrate.
Right.
Yeah.
yay!
Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Go, Leslie.
That's a lot of right brain. Yeah, it's good.
Beep.
3,
4,
beep,
oh, that's right.
Yeah.
yay!
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Beep,
3.
4,
Beep.
3,
4,
beep,
3,
4.
beep,
3.
4,
Beep.
3,
4.
beep. Yay!
Yeah. Ta-da!
Ta-da!
When is it fun? When are we having fun?
Why are we having fun?
When or
When?
why?
When are we having fun?
When are we
When are
having?
you having fun?
When are? When am I having fun? I'm having fun when we're doing it together. We're all doing the moves, the beep moves together. And I'm having fun with the game of it, just playing the game.
What's the purpose of the game to you?
To let go of being right, being perfect, needing to, yeah, be without error.
For me, it is like the same. I have fun being allowed to make a mistake and just it doesn't have a bad consequence. So and we try to go quicker or when it is a bit a challenge, and we can have a mistake. I can do a mistake without being finished. So this is a great difference compared to usual life.
I look forward. I was looking forward to getting to celebrate with the two of you.
And you, what is the part you have fun with?
The purpose, the part, yeah, the part I have fun with is celebrating
Okay.
with you two. It's
Mhm.
actually much more boring for me when we're just 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Okay, so let's continue celebrating on this call. Whenever I'm in my head, I will do the celebration. And I invite you to do the same, or for whatever reason you have for celebrating.
Yeah.
The rule is still,
Ta-da!
yeah, ta-da. The rule is still, as soon as one person starts doing it, you have to start doing it also. There's no solo celebration in this space today.
Good, good, super.
Who has something alive from this past week? Or maybe from their life, their whole life?
Well, I want to go. I noticed this week particularly, but since three weeks around, there are so many new experiences which are offered by life to me. Most of the time it is difficulties, but for example, I will go to a real enquete with a lawyer, and I don't know lawyers, I don't know uh, laws, etc. But I will go to answer questions because of an organization I belong to, I go to. And well, okay, so it will be a new experience for me. A part of which I was scared. I am scared. Usually, I just say the more police, I am scared. I am like that since before I was born, I think. So, and I have quite a few occasions which are given to me to be part of things I don't know. I don't have the habit to do it, or I have to interfere in a keep in a team. Well, we are growing up together, but it is like a bit difficult. So I'm celebrating that because it gives me occasions I, to do new things. I don't know really. I don't belong to that world. So that's good.
And Genevieve, you're a space holder. You're a space holder in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And can you share what you experienced from this with with the distinctions, or what you would want Leslie and I to experiment with, or try?
In my space holder experience, not in equip the possibility, the most I can practice, but you are much better than me in that, is to keep centered, well, to remember I must keep centered and to feel myself and to deal with that. When I give or I lose my center, just keep it back, take it back, take it back. So this
So,
is
Genevieve, first of all, a comparison is irrelevant. Just what I'm asking is to call forward something for Leslie and I.
if you have, if occasions come, just take them. Take life. What I want to share is, as a friend of mine said, when life passes, take it, go with it.
And uh what is this sensation in you when you how do you know when there's this gap in your life to go through?
I know there is. I know it because I am scared, but and I am interested. It in a way it is joyful. Oh, something completely new. So when I can feel that, I'm scared. First of all, usually I'm scared. And all these 3 weeks, I told you so many things happen. I'm scared, but okay, we'll do, for example, in that association, okay, we'll do another meeting, and I'm we must do this, and we are to. I am scared, but go. But I know if we go forward, it will have a good consequence. We'll find the end. We'll find something. So I am pushed, but in a good way, in a joyful way, in a way. So I decided to go. Okay, I didn't go back. I said, okay, we'll go. Okay, I go. Okay, I will take you with me. And till now it goes. Okay. Till now it works, I mean.
It's working.
It is working. Yes. Yes, it is working.
So we can start cataloging these gaps that we can step into.
Can we begin to what?
We can start cataloging, we can start mapping out the territory of gaps.
Ah, okay.
And you just added the first one, which is something about fear. And you said also not just fear, but there's something in your mind that is do you remember what you said, Leslie? Do you remember?
I think it was curious or interested or something.
Interest. I think interest, was it interest?
Yes, yes, it's a joyful interest.
Joyful interest.
Mm-hmm.
So a gap of fear and joyful interest.
Mm-hmm. Together. Interest. Mm-hmm.
And where did you develop the muscle to go through the gap?
At the beginning, it was we just cannot stay there, so we have to move somewhere, and after it goes quite quickly in those kind of situations. I cannot stay there, or we cannot stay there because this week it is with the team. We cannot stay there, and maybe we can try that, or there is an idea here, and let's go and try. So the muscle is will find a solution for that problem, or will discover something nobody knows already. Nobody knows completely, but we can imagine a bit. I can see not so far away, but I can see a bit. I see the first step, and I imagine it will go somewhere. Does it is it understand? And then can you understand that? No.
I would like more like a specific where it'll go somewhere. Like, will it go somewhere that you like, what's your hope of it going? Like, where's the somewhere it might go? You said you have to have joyful interest and the other thing, what was joyful interest. Yeah. Anyway, I forgot. So
No problem.
yeah.
Yeah. Ta-da!
You either you I think we were writing it down, or you said joyful interest was the second one you said, and there was something you said first, which was in order to find the gap, you need to
fear. It was fear. At the beginning, it is fear.
That's right.
Fear. Yes. It's fear.
Right. So I'm I'm thinking, well, if there's something that you're joyfully interested in and you're scared, what why what would make you cross that gap? Like, what are the elements of what would, since you're afraid, I mean, a lot of people would just, that's enough. I'm afraid, so I'm not going to do it.
Mhm.
You said you had fear and joyful interest, but you do have fear. So
Yes.
what is kind of the engine, or what's making
Transformation. A
uh
hope of transformation. Hope of constructing something really different, because I have fear we miss it, or we cannot do it. I have, first of all, I have fear it stays like that. This is the I don't want, and we don't want it to stay like that. And it is fearful because it can stay like that. If we don't do anything, it will stay, the situation will stay the same. So we know that now. We know that. Okay. So, and it is fearful in a way, because it is possible it stays like that. So, but after I have like a vision of transformation, but the way to transform is not known. But it is joyful because, okay, there is a possibility, another possibility, and we share, and I propose something, maybe someone else says something, okay, we'll go that way and we'll see. And this part is joyful. But the hope is transformation, and real transformation for that group and for that situation. Is it more clear?
yes.
One
And
thing I really, go ahead, Leslie.
I just, one other thing of, for the group and the situation, and do you include yourself in that?
In transformation, yes. I am.
That's
I
what,
work hard. I work hard in that group. Mhm.
yeah,
I include myself, yes. I take risks.
yeah. Thank you.
What I really got, Jean-Pierre, is knowing where I am, and then the this is and then the possibility that things might not change. My my I let my fear of that be bigger than the fear of going somewhere else.
The fear of staying as
Yes.
it is. Mm-hmm. 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 Yes.
I've been having an
You
experience.
too.
It's happened twice in the past few months, I'll say, where I have a relationship where I resent somebody else. I have big resentment, big uh, box hatred, and 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 then just, total avoidance, where even seeing their name on Telegram or something like that, I just don't even want to. I don't even want to read the message. Total, like this level of total closure. And what started happening was I would get these flashes of love, really like a gap of love just appears, and of appreciating the other person, just loving their being. And then it would maybe be very fast that the resentment comes back and closes it. And I had a flash of love again. And something happened where I was able to take this. I could see really clearly that this flash of love is the opening of a new doorway. And what I practice is just going straight head forward through that doorway, stopping what I'm doing, just opening my computer, getting on Telegram, writing a message, just 100% from that place of love and sending it without letting myself doubt it. And then of course the resentment comes back in and the love closes back down, but the message is already sent and it's already out of my hands. I let the cat out of the bag.
Wow.
And it's been changing things dramatically for me where where the the resentment is just so much less, and once that channel of love is established, then the other person can feed it, and there's not the possibility of closing again. So this has happened with two people in my life. Actually, I wrote to one of the people. I said, look, I think my box is gonna feel really awkward with you, but I really want to get to know you. And I was really glad to see you on a Zoom call. It was happening. And this person writes back and says, to be honest, I'm sad to say that I was not glad to see you.
I am what?
I was not glad. I'm sad to say I was not glad to see you. And and it was totally appropriate for the type of box relating that we were having. And it didn't matter. I could already tell that by just going through that gap of love. I feed it. I widen it. And we got on a call and it was totally different. Just one on one, me and this person. And the connection of love was there. So this is the another gap that I'm aware of.
Mhm.
So there's a gap of fear, there's a gap created by love. Have you experienced this, a gap of love to somebody that maybe you resent, maybe you don't feel love so easily?
I I've been and I've been practicing this for quite a while, and uh and there has been a kind of a, during this time that Bear has been sick, the person that I have the most difficulty with, who I live with, um, I we I think we both made the decision to be kind to each other, to just have goodwill toward each other. And I notice that it makes a difference, and I also know that I'm in a different space altogether with what I'm going through. And I have a lot of appreciation for this decision we both made. And I also recognize that it's kind of a be nice to each other, being nice. And yeah, and I'm still measuring by my own standard what it would mean to me for her to be really be in connection with me. But it feels better to be nice than to have kind of constant conflict. So
And what's the gap? What kind of gap comes into that relating?
the gap for me is that I choose not to focus on what I don't agree with, what doesn't work for me in that relationship. I choose that.
And how does it appear?
For me, I keep saying for me for some reason. I feel love. I feel free. I tell her, give me a hug, which isn't something we have really done over the years. And the freedom is in being able to say, yeah, I want that from you. And I'm telling you, give it to me. And I'm trusting that you want to. And that's all different than how I have behaved toward her. I have mostly behaved toward her like she doesn't like me. She doesn't have goodwill toward me. And it definitely feels a lot better to decide that she does. And I think I'm just different. I just feel I'm behaving different. I feel softer, more cooperative, more communicative. And I have the fear of it not lasting,
So how do you go, how does it work for you to go through the gap to create something different? How is it that you go through it rather than letting the opportunity close?
yeah. I look at her and I care about her. I like bring into my consciousness how I care for her. I do care for her, care about her. Uh, it's like I want peace. I want peace with her, and I'm acting peace. I'm being peace. I'm listening to her out of the context of the things I don't like about her. I'm listening to her in a new context, in a new, a new, context, I guess.
So you go through the gap by changing the context of your relationship with her.
Yeah.
The way of seeing it, no?
What's a way I could experiment with this, Leslie?
Mhm.
With this person that you have resentment with, you see them fresh, and you really consciously remove expectations. And I mean, there's a process for doing that, but I've done that process a number of times. I have a whole, yeah, anyway, you just decide. And you look at the person, like, have a loving lens. Put on your loving lens, and and it can still, there can still be questions and disagreement and any number of things, but it's not tainted with that old stale resentment.
Hey, thank you, Leslie.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
What else do you know about creating gaps, going through gaps?
With what Leslie said, it really brings me to the the now, to see when I am, for example, I still meet my ex-husband for, because we have daughters together, and so I still have moments I have to talk to him. Okay, but now when I can be in just in the moment, there is one situation about the car, about one of our daughter, about whatever. If I just talk now because of that, we speak because of that small situation we must deal with or whatever, it is okay. It is okay. If I am in a mood, or I remember the 40 years before altogether, heavy, it doesn't work at all. So one tool or thing, if I can just stay in that moment or that situation, we are here to talk about that small, tiny thing just now, it is okay. So it is a way for me to go through when I am able. I'm not always able. Sometimes it just comes back. Oh yes, 20 years ago it was blah, 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 blah. It comes in my head. I have the head hot and I don't like it.
Is there something that you do to stay in the present?
Yes. Just center, stay, remember myself. I am here for that situation, for that question, for that, just to keep my thoughts, to bring my thoughts here now. That's all.
Cool. So being centered creates a gap.
Being centered, yes.
Yes.
Oh, yes, really. And it doesn't have completely, it is not completely related with what you said, but this week, the voices of my mother were really so less, and I was more free. And so thank you very much,
Wow.
Norway.
Wow.
Yes, and
Thank
you.
you,
Thank
Genevieve.
you, Jean-Pierre.
Thank you, thanks to you, thank you.
Genevieve, yeah,
Mhm.
please let us appreciate you.
Mhm.
Tears welling up in my eyes to hear that.
Pardon?
I have tears welling up in my eyes.
Thank you. It was really nice. Well,
There's something else I want to try, which is related to this thing of gaps. It's about connection. It's about feeling. It's about authentic feeling in the moment with other people. And it's it's called I'll call it repetitions for now, and maybe the name will change.
repetition,
Yeah, it's called repetitions. It's
which means
similar.
repeat to repeat.
Yes,
Yes, okay.
repetitions. And it basically goes like this. Leslie, you're happy. So it starts with me noticing something about one of you two. And then Leslie, you just say, I'm happy. So Leslie, you're happy.
I'm happy.
Leslie, you're happy.
I'm happy.
And and you just let it be repeated twice, at least twice, back and forth. And we'll do it as a group of three. And so anyone can say anything to anyone at any moment. We just complete a set of 2 repetitions for each one, at least. And you can keep going. And it's to develop, it's to live in this gap, in this connection of something else with somebody. And so it can be and 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 it's to not ask questions. It's not, uh, are you happy, Leslie? No, it's you just say, Leslie, you're happy. So you're scanning the other person physically, energetically. And if somebody says something to you, you just check, is there even the tiniest bit that this is my experience? So even if Leslie would say, no, I think I'm sad. I think I'm angry. But is there this piece that is happy? Then yes, I'm happy.
Mm. And you're saying no matter what, say yes, I'm happy. Or are you saying if you're absolutely not, if I'm absolutely not happy, I don't say it?
Let's go with you go with it because
Yeah,
very likely, at least for this example, there's something that you're happy about somewhere.
right. Yeah.
Look, the tiny little thing somewhere in your head.
And let's just check it out. Let's check it out. If what happens if you let what the other person has said be your experience. And if we run into a big problem about it, we can stop the whole thing and talk about it.
Genevieve, you're happy.
I am happy.
And you go again, Leslie. So do it.
Genevieve, you're happy.
I am happy. Yes, I am happy.
If you're enjoying life, you are enjoying life.
Yes, I am enjoying life.
You are enjoying life.
I am enjoying life.
You are enjoying life.
I am enjoying life.
That way you are rock and rolling.
What?
I am rock and rolling.
You are rock and rolling, Dawe.
I am rocking, rolling.
I'll tell you later. So yeah.
So
That-
stay there. Leslie, what did you notice about Genevieve?
She was confused.
So you say that. Genevieve, you're
Oh,
confused.
Genevieve, you're confused.
Okay, I am confused.
You're confused.
I am confused. No, I don't understand Rocky Wowie or whatever. I don't know that word. So
It doesn't matter. Just stay with
Okay.
Leslie.
I am
So
confused.
Leslie, go again.
Genevieve, you're confused.
I am confused.
You're confused.
I am confused. The way you are so present.
I am so present.
The way you are so present.
I am so present. Genevieve,
So-
love you love people.
I love people.
You love people.
I love people.
You could not spend enough time with people.
I cannot spend enough time with people.
You cannot spend enough time with people.
I cannot spend enough time with people.
Leslie, you love yourself.
I love myself.
You love yourself.
I love myself.
You love yourself.
I love myself.
And so just meta, just keep staying with your experience, your scanning of the other two people, and you say what comes up.
Leslie, you are getting calm.
I'm getting calm.
Leslie, you are getting calm.
I'm getting calm.
And Leslie, say I am instead of I'm.
I am getting calm.
And just say I am calm.
I am calm.
And then Genevieve, what changes about your experience of Leslie? Your scan of Leslie.
How do you say that? How do you say? I can see she's like shaking a bit. Are you shaking a bit? Leslie, are you shaking a bit?
So don't ask, you just
No.
say you're shaking.
Leslie, you are shaking. Yes, but it is, I don't know, I'm not sure.
I'm shaking.
Leslie, you are shaking.
I am shaking.
Genevieve, you're being bold.
Bold, I am being bold.
Yes, you are being bold.
I am being bold.
And when you give the repetition, let it really be.
Inside,
You are being bold.
I am being bold.
Yeah, and don't look away. You are being bold.
I am being bold.
You want to hide.
I want to hide.
You want to hide.
I want to hide.
You want to hide.
I really want to hide.
You don't want to hide.
No, I don't want. I don't want to hide. I'm not going to hide.
You're not going to hide.
I'm not going to hide.
You have sadness.
I have sadness. Yes.
You have sadness.
I have sadness.
You have sadness.
I have sadness.
Leslie, you have sadness. You're feeling sadness.
I feel sadness.
You feel sadness.
I feel sadness.
Let's stop it there. Any sharings? Something that I'm experimenting with is the both sides. So Genevieve wants to hide, Genevieve does not want to hide. And seeing both in Genevieve. You saw that also, Leslie.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's remarkable. As Genevieve, when you were saying, I want to hide, and then this sadness is coming up in you, and I can see the sadness, and just by the sadness coming up, it's like Genevieve is so much more available right now for connecting. And so that's when it was, Genevieve does not want to hide. Genevieve is not hiding right now. Genevieve does not want to.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, so I've just started doing this practice of repetitions, and I'm still exploring. I'm still exploring the both both sides, blowing up my experience of another person to include both sides.
Yeah.
What's going on for you now, Leslie?
The the both sides, it's I keep noticing that I'm holding grief and joy at the same time, and there's an intensity to it, and yeah, you're saying that about both sides just reminded me of this experience. And it's a joyful experience. It's intense, and it's yeah, I'm not feeling joyful. Something just about the intensity of these both sides, and what I saw in Genevieve about she wants to hide. You were saying you want to hide, and you really wanted to hide, and Dawi scanned you, and what he saw was you're not hiding, and you don't want to hide, because if you did, you would be out of here. So just something very powerful about that moment, that awareness of how it can be possible that you want to hide and you don't want to hide.
And Leslie, for your experience, you said you're feeling joy and grief.
Yes,
So try it out. Say, I'm I'm feeling joy.
I'm feeling joy.
You're feeling joy.
I'm feeling joy.
You are feeling joy.
I am feeling joy.
Then say, I'm feeling sad.
I am feeling sad.
You are 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 feeling sad. You want a hug.
I want a hug.
You want a hug.
I want a hug.
And Jean-Vive, stay with your experience of Leslie also and just go also. You
I
want
want to
you
be
want
with. I,
Jean-Vive.
Leslie, do you want to be with someone?
I didn't hear you.
You want to be with someone, with.
I want to be with someone.
Leslie, you want to be with someone.
I want to be with someone.
And who is it, Leslie?
You're asking a question.
Yes, yes, I am. Just stay right there. It's not a repetition, but you're feeling sad. You want to be with someone.
I want to be with Bear.
You want to be with Bear.
I want to be with Bear.
You want to be with Bear.
I want to be with Bear.
You want to be with Bear.
I want to be with Bear.
You want to be with Bear. You're afraid of feeling about Bear.
I'm afraid about feeling. I'm afraid of feeling about Bear.
You're afraid of feeling about Bear.
I'm afraid of feeling about Bear.
You can feel about Bear.
I can feel about Bear.
You are feeling about Bear.
I am feeling about Bear.
There is softness.
Say, you have softness.
You have softness, Leslie.
Softness.
Say, I am softness.
I am softness.
Genevieve, give the repetition. Give the repetition. Say, you are softness. Again.
Okay. You are softness, Leslie.
I am softness.
You are softness, Leslie.
I am softness.
You are beautiful.
I am beautiful.
You are beautiful.
I am beautiful.
I am happy being with you.
I am happy being with you.
You say you are happy being with me.
You are happy being with me.
I am happy being with you.
You are happy being with me.
I am happy being with you.
You are happy being with me.
I am happy being with you.
You are happy being with me.
Let's end this here. And keep feeling, Leslie. All of us, we can keep feeling.
What did you say?
I said all of us, we can keep feeling.
Yeah. All of us, we can keep feeling. Uh,
Do you need anything right now, Leslie?
so, thank you.
Genevieve, you have something.
I think, Leslie, I think you need to breathe. To take big breath. I invite you to take big breaths.
Stay with your feeling and stay with the connection with everyone else here. And let's take this to reading this spark.
Would we just celebrate just being together, even if there is no mistake? Is it possible? No,
Oh, goes
just to
on here.
celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
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 We are together. We are together.
And stay and just stay in the connection
Yeah.
with the same attention on each other that we've been having. Spark 36. Relationship is an ongoing act of nonlinear creation. The couple is newly married. On the first night, the man comes home from work and says, "Hello, honey," and gives her a big kiss. He says, "I love you." She says, "I love you too. This is so wonderful." On the second night, the man comes home from work and says, "Hello, honey," and gives her a big kiss. He says, "I love you." She says, "Yes, I know. I love you too." On the third night, the man comes home from work and says, "Hello, honey," and gives her a big kiss. He says, "I love you." She says, "Fine. What else do you have?"
If the relationship is predictable, it is dead. If energy exchanges and communications are linear, the relationships lacks vitality. A relationship can only feed you if the relationship is alive. This is true for relationships with your boss, with your client, with your colleagues, with your children, with your neighbors, or with your parents, not only with your mate. If the relationship is not fluid, expanding, becoming deeper, changing, evolving, then it is not living.
To participate in an alive relationship, you must also be alive. Relationship is not something you consume like a candy bar. Relationship is an ongoing act of nonlinear creation. Relationship is not about solving the problem of being lonely or being insecure. Relationship is about creating the possibility that the archetypal masculine and feminine principles can do their work in the world.
Possibility managers do not go into relationships in order to get something. As a possibility manager, you start from the declaration, "I already have everything that I need." You go into a relationship as a creator in order to give. You live your destiny by serving your relationships. Every relationship you have is a laboratory where you can do the experiments of creating possibility, having integrity, being vulnerable, being intimate, increasing your tolerance for joy, healing, box expansion, and so on.
Nonlinear creation means that even you do not necessarily know what is going to happen next. That's true. Creation only happens in a minimized now. If you are completely present with and accept what is happening in your relationship in this moment, then in the next moment, anything is possible. Mm.
What do you have to say about this spark?
I love that it talks about that possibility managers do not go into relationships in order to get something. Because I get a sense that that's like it still plagues a lot of people.
It just what? It
It's
plagues.
still it is still something that people try to get. They try to get something out of the relationship. Or they're doing the relationship so they can get something.
It's
It's great to see people more in that exploration of how can I be without be in relationship and being fully responsible and not trying to get something.
The last line really sticks with me. If you are completely present with and accept what is happening in your relationship in this moment, then in the next moment, anything is possible.
Yeah.
Genevieve, you have something to say.
Yes, I'm really surprised with the question you brought at the beginning of this meeting. When I told you in the last 3 weeks I did or I have occasion to participate to things I don't know, and we spoke already on the minimize now, and just like if nobody knows, in fact, if we want to be completely alive, if I want to be completely, when I choose to be alive, in fact, I never know what will happen. I just go and do my best, and I don't know what will happen really. And this is what is written there. So it surprises me.
Why? How come that surprises you?
It's a but it's well because you are very good. You brought questions at the beginning related to the last book, and it's okay. It's appropriate.
Can you remind me what question you're talking about?
Excuse me 1 second. Qu'est-ce que?
Est-ce que pour demain pour Pirin?
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Wait.
Did you hear what I was asking you?
What are you asking me?
Do you remember what it was that Dawi was asking? Because you were referring to it, that it made sense, but I don't remember what the question was that he asked that you thought made sense. So about the gap, going through the gap?
He spoke about the gap, and he said, what are you living in your life these days or these weeks, or the related to gaps, and how do you enter the gap?
Mhm.
This is what I understood. How
Yeah.
to enter the gap. And
So, Genevieve,
for us, it was
actually, my question came from you.
well, yeah.
You were the one that started talking about gaps.
Hmm.
Maybe you didn't use that word, but it's what you were talking about in your share. So the question did not come from me.
Well, so we were talking about that anyway.
About what was alive for you and then going to the lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah.
And being in situations I don't know and
Something new. Yeah.
something new. I don't know what will happen at the end. But that's fine. This is it. But creation only happens in the minimized now. And to be
Just what you
present,
said. Yeah.
with, and that's it.
So Genevieve, you're surprised to see this spark talking about the same things that you were talking about. That's what I get.
Yes. Yes.
Perhaps Genevieve, you are tapped into the same source. You are speaking from the same source that this spark came from.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Would you try that?
This makes sense.
You are speaking from the same source that this spark came from.
Mm-hmm.
Would you repeat it for me?
I am speaking from the same source that the spark comes from.
You are speaking from the same source that this spark comes from.
I am speaking from the same source that this spark comes from. Yes.
One more.
I'm speaking from the same
on.
source.
You
That-
are speaking from the same source that this spark comes from.
I am speaking from the same source that this spark comes from.
And you blink at the beginning when you say that. Just drop that for a second. And be centered, be in your body. You are speaking from the same source this spark comes from.
I'm speaking from the same source that this spark comes from. But I don't know. I'm really feeling something there, and it is light. It is hot. So
It's hot.
I am perturbed, but it is very hot, and it is coming like that. It is very
What is coming like that?
light.
Light.
Really, this
There's light.
impresses me. Yes. I think your sentence is true in a way. It's true.
It's an observation. You are speaking from the same source that this spark comes from.
I'm speaking from the same source that the sparks comes from.
And slow it down even more with I am. You are speaking from the same source this spark comes from.
I am speaking
I
from
am. Just go.
I
I
am
am.
I am speaking from the same source that this spark comes from.
How's the light?
Its color is yellow, near gold, yellow, and it is just not hot, but just warm. It is warm, very, very nice. I want to stay there. I don't want to move. I don't move anymore. I like it. It is warm, and it is coming down till the back of my back.
Check it out. What is it?
I don't know if I can say something else that light. I don't know. I cannot describe it in another way.
In scuba diving, there's some hand signals. This means okay. This means shark. And this means cool.
This means what?
This means cool.
I don't know what it means. Okay.
And this means very cool.
Ah, so this is very cool. Mm. Mm.
Check it out, Genevieve. There's this yellow light.
Mhm.
It's warm. Just give us a repetition about it.
Hello, this yellow light is warm. This comes from up and it goes down till the back of my back, the bottom of my back.
There is a yellow light hitting the bottom of your back.
There is a yellow light coming from up till the bottom of my back.
There is a yellow light coming from up till the bottom of your back.
There is a yellow light coming from up till the bottom of my back.
And then what else? What else comes?
Widening. It wants to wide.
It wants to widen.
Mhm.
It is widening.
It is widening.
It is widening.
It is widening.
And go a little scarier.
Excuse me?
Go a little scarier. What is the light?
Uh,
I don't know. It doesn't tell. It doesn't tell. It doesn't say.
What do you say about it?
This strength, it is much more strength that I am able to to cap to not capture, but to feel. It is strength.
It is more strength than
That,
you can feel.
mhm.
It
When
is
I say that,
you can feel.
it tries, it goes. When I say that, it goes. I want it to stay there. Ah, there's more strength that I am able to feel, in fact.
Okay. You have more to say about it later. Let us know.
Mhm. Thank you.
Possibility managers do not go into relationships in order to get something. As a possibility manager, you start from the declaration, I already have everything that I need. You go into relationship as a creator in order to give. You live your destiny by serving your relationships. Experiments. Start being nonlinear in your relationships. Come in early to work to have coffee with your boss or colleagues. Start a possibility team with them. Call up your mate in the middle of the day not to get something from them, not for no reason. Call them up because you cannot resist appreciating some aspect of who they are. Call them up to share what amazed you this morning. Call them up to investigate how reality works, to make interesting plans for the evening together, to reveal who you are in the liquid state, to undermine mediocrity, to confirm their uniqueness, to speak to another part of them that you almost never speak to. Move, produce, shift identity, call forth, invite, demand, change their timing, and be nonlinear. When two people are in a relationship, there is one person's box, there is the other person's box, and there is a third thing called the relationship. The relationship is not between the boxes. The relationship is between the beings. Place your attention on feeding your relationship. If you take care to feed your relationship in extraordinary and non-linear ways, you may find that you are fed likewise. So let's do this. Geneviève, you're brilliantly alive.
You are what?
You
I
are
am what?
brilliant. You are brilliantly alive.
You want me to repeat?
Yes,
I am brilliantly alive.
you are brilliantly alive, and say it without moving your eyebrows.
I am brilliantly alive. I am brilliantly alive.
You are brilliantly alive.
I am brilliantly alive.
You are brilliantly alive.
I am brilliantly alive. Can I ask a question to Leslie? What is going on for you, Leslie?
Just had the thought I was gonna say another thing to you. You are blossoming like a flower.
I am blossoming like a flower.
You are blossoming like a flower, Geneviève.
I am blossoming like a flower. Thank you, Leslie.
You are blossoming like a flower.
I am blossoming like a flower.
That way your heart is wide open.
My heart is wide open.
That way your heart is wide open.
My heart is wide open. I was really looking forward to this call.
You were really looking forward to this call.
I was,
Yeah.
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 Ta-da!
What happened, Leslie?
I think I think you just were saying you were looking forward to this call, and then I did a repetition and it wasn't right. It wasn't what you meant.
Where did that come from?
That it wasn't right.
Yeah, that there could be right or wrong.
It was just an opportunity to wave my arms.
Okay.
Let's do it again. Yay, yay.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
Is connecting.
Yeah.
I want to know when your next space you're holding is Geneviève.
In the association, I spoke to you a bit this next Tuesday. Apart with the not police, but and catch it is next Tuesday, and after it will be on the 22nd. And for the keep the possibility, I don't know yet because we don't know. Well, the 22 of April.
And how are you going to put yourself really at edge?
I am how I am going to put me at edge. By going.
What else?
So I speak to you, and Leslie speaks to you also from the context of creating relationship
Yes, 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 yes.
and undermining mediocrity.
Well, for the team I am speaking about in the association, just last week, and I will continue. I invited one woman who really just stays on the bench and or just say, I cannot do that again. And I offered it, yeah, we could do that. We could okay. I must find my words. We have something to do as the group, and I offered her to go and find somewhere else to write something so that we can ask question, do we live as a group, how each person takes its place or not, and and so I offered her to look for that, and we'll will work together. This is, I put me on my edge because it is not my work in a way, but well, I offer that. And she, first of all, she said yes. After she thought, no, I will not do that. And after she said, okay, I will do that with you. So for me, I am not linear, and I am asking for this person to act in that, to participate in that field. For other persons, I ask, how do we do with that? There is a room we must rearrange. So give us what do you think about it? I ask the questions. I lead. I lead. Not. I don't know what will happen with that, but I ask questions. This is how I am on my edge, but how I deal in that group. Does it answer the question?
What are the forces you're committed to in that space?
The forces
Yes, what are the forces you're committed to in that space?
in that group, it is rearranging the space and to make persons commit more and to make persons involved, to help them to involve and to say what they think. And I commit myself to ask questions to be more alive in a way.
You commit to people saying more.
Saying more. What is your opinion? What could we do with that?
About what they think.
About what they think, and yes. Instead of leaving just one person say, well, there is that room, we'll arrange it that light. So no, what do we have to put in that? What do we have? Not just that person or what she thinks, and it will be like that. And well, the colors about, but to ask opinion, to make them speak. One of the person in September, she said no word. She was just there, no word. Now, what do you think, Monique? What do you think, Jocelyn? Each time, and now they speak. They speak more. But for me, it is not my job, and so for me, it is a challenge I gave myself. Right? Because I want the group to go further, to be more alive and to be more alive. Yes.
I have a question about how are you replacing yourself in that group?
Or am I replacing myself in September? I will not take that. I have the job of secretary in that group, and I will not take it. I am trying to now to tell two person, maybe you can do it. Maybe you can do that.
Right. So the question is, what are you doing now so that the way that you're helping the group or the way that you're holding space for the group will continue?
What do you really
Or
want to say, Leslie, about replacing yourself?
I've come to believe that it's essential to put energy into identifying who else can do the things that you're doing, or who can learn and be not recruited, but offered responsibility into making it a more alive space.
Well, this is what I do when I ask that person to, can we do the sheet of how are you involved in that group? How can we do better in human resources? How can we do better in the space? How can we? So when I involve her, when I ask her to find something and I will work with her, really it changes. It is a way to replace me or to be more, she to invite her to be more active. And with the other one, when I ask them, do you have questions about finances? Or each time so I said, no, I don't know that. Okay, what don't you know? Well, maybe someone else can. So at each
Yeah.
meeting, this is the way. And now it is even more alive that in last September. And this is a way to replace after now some of them, not, but they begin to, okay, I could ask that question. I could be interested in that. And this is a way to replace me also. Well, they will be, even if I'm not there, of course it will continue, but I think it will continue a better way it was before. So
Genevieve, would you share a love poem,
a love poem.
a love poem about the association with us?
I don't know that word love poem.
It's 2 words, love and poem. Do you know what a poem is?
No.
Poem.
Poem. Oh, no. Please, that's life. A poem. I don't know ones from somewhere else. I don't know poems, but I can say that
Hold on.
What is he asking? Oh,
Yeah.
love poem.
Would you share a love poem about the association with us?
The association with you.
Yes. And you can just start with creating the space of relationship with association and the space of relationship with me and Leslie and speak from there. Doesn't need to rhyme or anything. What do you know about the association? Can you establish your connection to it?
It's not a poem, but I know association is so is really powerful. It helps
Yeah.
each person to
And say the same thing
be
you're
one.
saying, but drop the it's not a poem. It is a poem.
Association in relationship helps
Slowly,
each of
slowly.
us. Mhm.
Start again, go slowly. And say, here is a poem.
Here is the poem. Being in association with you, with other persons, allows each of us to widen, to be more aware of themselves, to know the other one, but to know ourselves more, to widen, to bring possibilities to see another way of thinking, to see other ways of thinking, and to be fit, to be fed with that. So being in that association is really nourishing.
Thank you.
Enjoy it.
What's the
I
second?
enjoy it.
What's the second verse of the poem?
I invite you to be alive and to share. Excuse me, the dog is barking a bit. It won't be long. Well, I hope if it, I can
I
close
don't
my.
even hear it.
No, it's okay. Okay. So I invite you to be alive, to share more, to be involved in relationships, to keep them.
Stay with the association. Stay in that gap, in that connection with the association. And just notice about it. And then tell us the second verse of the poem.
Let us make discoveries together. Let us grow together. Let us discover together. This is what it says.
That's what it says. Thank you for the poem.
Thank you, darling. Thank you, Leslie.
Thank you.
Here's a poem. Spark Study Group. It's maybe not a Spark Study Group, but a place of surprises and connection. And it is a magic mirror of ever transforming beings. Spark Study Group is a magic trick where participants become ever more alive. Magic trick is, how did aliveness come from nothing? Leslie, I want to hear your poem.
Thank you. I see you. I am seen. You see me. You tell me what you see. I say it back. You tell me what you see. I say it back. And then you tell me what you see. I say it back, and there's a crack. And what I didn't know was there came upward, outward, and showered all of us with love.
Thanks, Leslie.
Thank you, Leslie. Thank you.
We have time for one more bit of relating, which is to sing a song together
On the Zoom.
on Zoom in
Mm.
relationship.
Okay.
Are you ready? Okay, we're gonna have to
Okay.
collaborate on this. And the rule is you have to you have to switch identity to Elvis or Taylor Swift or
Or
Michael
here,
Jackson.
whoever we want.
Yeah.
And so we're all singing the same song? No.
Yeah, it is going to be the same song. It's going to be a
Oh,
complicated song. I'll start us off, and you can jump in when the lines come through you. The tightness in my shoulders, the tightness in my shoulders blows away in the wind when I log on to Thursday Spark Groove. The tightness in my shoulders turns
yeah,
into a
yeah.
smile. The
Yeah, yeah.
light comes down through my shoulders.
Woo-hoo.
And Leslie smiling as Genevieve pretends she's confused. But she's got a whole lot to say. If only she would be Elvis. The
Yeah,
tightness
yeah,
in your
yeah.
shoulders will
Yeah,
only go away
take
if
it
you
off your
start to sing
shoulders.
a little bit
Light,
today.
light on your shoulders. Light,
Light of my back
yellow light,
coming through my spine.
yellow light,
Doesn't care if you
Hello.
know how to sing. That light
Warming
keeps on
up,
shining
warming
down
me,
through my back.
warming me.
Genevieve knows all the lyrics,
Oh
but
my,
she
yeah.
won't give a little
I
back.
Sing a Jean-Vivier. Yeah, yeah.
don't know what to say.
Oh.
Genevieve's got that light.
Talk about the light on the shoulders. Going
What is that light in your
In the
shoulder?
shoulders and in the back, yeah, in the back. One,
Tell
two,
me
Woman,
three,
what
line.
your
the
back.
light is. Light in between your shoulders.
Mhm. It is nice. That's
It
what I
is
say.
nice light.
It's
And
nice,
nice
nice,
light.
nice,
That's a
nice,
nice
nice.
light in her shoulders.
In her
This is a space of
shoulders.
surprises and co-discovery. Come
It
on,
is
join the beat that's not there.
Discovery, discovery,
Gotta let it all die
discovery.
now. The Bee and Spark Study Group. Every Thursday we're dying,
Spark, spark,
letting that light shine on through.
spark,
Yeah.
spark,
Wow.
spark,
Okay.
spark.
I am the crowd. Yay!
Yeah! Ta-da!
Ta-da!
Okay, one more.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah!
yeah. Yes.
Yeah!
Ta-da!
Ta-da! Oh wow.
Awesome.
Oh wow.
Great,
I am fed.
great
I
2
am
hours.
Congratulations.
thank you, really. I am fed. My heart is very joyful and full. Thank you. Thank you both.
You're welcome.
Thank you 3. All
Thank
3.
I'll see you both same time tomorrow for the court case.
That's right.
Mhm.
Okay.
I have to
Okay.
prep with my lawyer.
Okay. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Bye-bye.
Bye.